On today's Palia News video, I want to talk to you about World of Warcraft because so little has happened in Palia that this is what I could muster up. There have been a few small announcements, like Blue Marlin will be a type of fish in the game, but really I'm just waiting on another Q&A to release, or Sunhaven news, or more free time. That said, news has come out yesterday of something that I believe could have a major effect on Palia. Hidden deep within the alpha code for World of Warcraft's next expansion is a small but good change. Side note, if you don't know what World of Warcraft is, it's a massively multiplayer online role-playing game that has been around since 2004. The change is essentially that the male and female body options have been renamed to Body 1 and Body 2 respectively. I can hear all of you thinking, wait, that's it? And yeah, on its own, it's a pretty small change. Quick note, there are data mine options to choose your pronouns and voice, but they aren't confirmed, so But I also feel that we're going to be able to learn quite a bit from these changes, both in their lead up to and after the launch of Dragonflight. So we'll be able to learn quite a bit from this change, and at least from my perspective, it'll be interesting and possibly horrifying to watch. I know World of Warcraft isn't the first game to use body type selection, but it also sits in a very interesting position. The game has millions of subscribers, which means we'll, for better or worse, get to see what the general responses are from players of the game. I feel that this is going to be the most important takeaway, so I put it first. Simple as that. I expect that a massive majority of the players either won't notice or won't care about the change. That said, we will get to see how some people lash out against these changes, or the people who use them. I'll be honest, I don't see being openly trans in World of Warcraft as being the safest experience out of the gate, and I expect there to be some massive issues. If those do arise, I'm hoping that Singularity 6 will pay close attention and begin thinking about how they can actually make the game a safe space for these players, because I foresee plenty of issues. The second and less important part of this is that we can hope to see just how Blizzard handles the changes in translation to multiple gendered languages in order to make a more neutral stance work. I don't see this going perfectly smoothly in every language, but hopefully, again, Singularity 6 can use these changes as a guide on what to avoid for some languages. So, I haven't had a lot of time recently between being sick, graduating uni, and just generally trying to bolster my skills while I can. That said, I saw this news come out yesterday and I knew I had to say something about it. Do I think the change is good? Yes, and I think it's beyond necessary at this point in time. Do I think that there will be issues? Yes, and a lot of them. Do I think that this change clears Blizzard of their previous issues? No. Not even close. That said, I don't care about the reasoning for adding inclusivity to the game. It only matters that it's there. I wish everybody playing it a great time and hope I'm wrong about everything that I expect to happen, but I also see this as a massive learning opportunity for Singularity 6 and Palia, and something that we as a community should applaud. In other news, congrats to Nintendo Japan for providing same-sex partners the same benefits as opposite-sex partners. This is probably a bigger step up for the LGBT community in general, as Nintendo has historically been a very conservative company in a very conservative nation. Sorry if this seemed rushed or jumbled. It seems that way because it was. I currently don't have much time in my schedule and thought that this was important enough to talk about. Usually when I'm thinking of tackling a video like this, I would ask people who would be or are affected by the issues. For example, I've been sitting on a video about why Palia needs to be built as an inclusive and safe space for all types of people. Why didn't I put it out? Honestly, I've been scared that I'd say something wrong, insensitive, or that I would in some way misrepresent a point or issue that I just don't fully comprehend. With that said, for this video, I do want to make it clear that I am not trans, nor do I fall into the LGBTQ plus community at all. Anything that I said was entirely my own thoughts and opinions on the matter. I rushed this video out, so I didn't have a chance to get anybody else to look over the script, and for that, I am sorry. Thank you all for watching. If you have any comments or concerns about anything that I raised, feel free to comment them below or shoot me an email at whatever email I put below. Here's something else that you can watch on Palia if you so choose.